Three, two, one. What's up, mi gente? Let's get right into this week's video. Now, let me update you on what's been going on before I even get into this topic. Now, how do I start this? You're watching this video today, which is Monday, but I'm recording it on Saturday. And this is the second video I recorded on Saturday because last Monday I didn't upload a video. Now, was the world burning and serious issues at matter were going on? Yes. Now, was I in the mood to record a video? No. Was I one to get on front of this camera and talk about everything going on in the world right now? No. If you have a phone or if you have a TV, I'm sure you know what's been going on for this last week. And I'm not here. I'm sure people are sick and tired of hearing it. And, you know, there's a bigger issue at matter with this going on. So the beginning of the week, last week, so many things were happening. I was like, I just can't, like, I cannot come here, sit down. And, you know, when I shoot these videos, I try to have a good time, try to, make a story within the 12-minute span that I have and kind of make it, well, my intent in the beginning was like to share stories and kind of like get better with me talking in front of the camera. And I think I've accomplished that part at least, sitting here and being able to talk and, getting a whole setup and everything. But listen, like 2020 has been a horrible year. Like one of these videos I never had planned on my list, but it was called, I think 2020 so far. And I thought that was bad. And now we've officially hit, June. We have 6 more months left. And I'm just like, what else can happen? I've heard people talk about all this stuff is in the Bible. I've heard people say that, it's the end of the world. I've heard people saying that, this is just the first phase. Like, if you thought these first 6 months were bad, you can't wait to see the next 6 months. And I'm done fearing that, I shouldn't say that. I'm done fearing fear because I feel like that's what, the media out there has been they've been trying to do that. Now, why can I not talk so far? I have no idea. Like the reason I'm releasing this on this Monday and, yesterday's video was different was because I didn't want to talk about this. But yet again, I still have to talk about something because, the video idea that I had, I don't want to be like blind or ignorant to what's going on in the world. And, it's not my place to talk about it. But I do want to share my point. And it's just like, what did I say? It's crazy where we're at, like obviously the, infamous video that came out that caused this, riots and, caused looting and caused like like I remember, I think it was this Monday, I was at work and a coworker was showing everybody like a video and it was, like people like going on like freight trains and like breaking the seals and just like robbing the freight trains. And I was just like, this is crazy. And like the night before that, I had seen a video with this man with a mask from like the Joker, like the villains that there was like a mask from that movie, and a guy was wearing that, and there was a CPD SUV car that was burning on fire, and the guy was on top of it with that mask. And I saw that video and I was like I literally had to take a second and be like, is this like real life? Is this like, this is happening? Like people are recording this. Like everybody and anybody has a camera now, and everybody has a platform such as YouTube where you can put all these, eye-catching things happening. And it's just like, I can't, it doesn't sit well with me. And this was a topic that I wanted to bring up throughout this, 26 episodes, and it was called Fearing Death. And I was kind of getting ready of, explaining how up to this year and end of last year, one of my biggest fears of life was, death. But then the older you get, the more you realize, like, there's only two guarantees that you have in this life. And it's the day that you're born. Wait, there's a quote. I don't want to misquote. It's like you're guaranteed your death date. And, I don't want to make this episode down and, just kind of sad, but it's not. I'm not intending it to be sad. It's just, you got to take a minute out of your day and just be like, yo, what is going on? Like, I watch The Matrix and I hear people talk about, the life we live is like a simulation. And it's like, I got to the point where I was like, yo, I'm okay, like, accepting death, because I know it's going to happen. And every person that's born, you are guaranteed a death. And you don't know when it is. And there's this one movie I watched, and it was like this person had an envelope, and inside of the envelope it said that, you can see, you had two choices: either you can see your death date or you can't. The person picked they can't, and it had said like 40 years or something, and the movie was kind of like this whole play of like their 40 years. But because he opened the envelope, he did everything he did from that moment was the reason he died in 40 years. So the point of the movie was like, if you never watched it, you would have, who knows how long you would have lived, but like, it's, I think once you accept it, you can kind of move forward with your life. And that's where I'm at right now, where it's like, yo, there's so much things that has happened from the top of this year that I'm at this point, I'm just like, if this is a simulation, like, if this isn't, like, this doesn't feel like real life. And we're living day by day. That's all we can do. That's all I've been doing. But for the next, like, with every down, there's an up, right? And I'm not trying to sound cliche. I'm not trying to, be like, oh my God, like, be the guy with the answers, because I don't have any answers. But whatever goes up must come down. Like, I feel like as a society in this world, we were like going up, and inventions and all this stuff was helping us, and now we got to the point where we're at a down. And I know there's going to be an up again, and who knows, like, like, I remember 2008 with the whole economy and stuff like that, and now it's like 2020, the beginning of a decade. Like, technology is at the best it's ever been in its life. And us as a humanity, like, us as humanities and, like, just people like you, we're being tested every single day. And that's just a fact. Like, we are. Whether that be work, whether that be 40 million people who are unemployed and don't know where their next, food, like their next meal or anything is coming. And, suicide rates have gone, that's one thing that people haven't even talked about, like the suicide rate. It's like, yeah, I get it, this whole corona stuff and all this going on, but like, people are not talking about, like, yo, people are just giving up on life. And that's fucking sad. Like, for you to wake up and just be like, yo, this is it, like, I'm done. And it's a tough time, man. And for everybody who watches this video, all I can say is just, keep your head up and accept that, there will be one day that, we get called for our time to go. But for now, like, even though everything going on in the world, like, just live life. And enjoy it, embrace it, you know. And I think that's one part that I'm lacking right now. I'm not really living for the moment, you know. I'm kind of more of a planning and seeing what's going on, and who knows what tomorrow brings. Like, honestly, who knows what tomorrow brings. But for right now, there's nothing much else I can say. Like, yeah, I didn't think this video was gonna go this way. I kind of wanted to talk about, you know, more of the death aspect, and, you know, but yeah, I kind of started talking about last week and everything going on, and it's just like, it's not good. I mean, next week I'll be back. I'll go back to shooting, you know, these videos on a weekly basis. But yeah, my bad for not uploading a video last week. Yeah, my bad for not posting a video on Monday. But like I said, there's just, sometimes you're just in a mood, and sometimes you're like, sometimes I'm in a, like, when I started today, I was like, yo, I'm gonna record these 2 videos. I'm gonna post one Sunday, I'm gonna make it up, then I'm gonna post one on Monday. And then it's like, I start talking about all this going on, and I'm just like, oh, like, there was a reason I didn't want to shoot a video, because then my mood just gets shot. At least today's a nice day, sun's out, you know, it's not too hot. Yeah, I think I'm off. I'm just gonna enjoy my off day, and, you know, go get some good food, go for a walk, and appreciate life. And with all that being said, I'll see you next week.